29th of March, no be today's date, no worry. 29th of March, now the date when it be say, then take swear in or appoint the new Police Service Commission Chairman. All right, and of course, the President Muhammadu Buhari tell us, oh, yeah, now carry this particular mantle, carry this particular office. And in case you didn't aware, this man will be saying I be the new chairman of the Police Service Commission. Him now before Inspector General of Police will be. All right, so only that one self should say, yes, now somebody where they part of the system, we understand the unique challenges, we understand the things them where they solve, where they play out, the things them where police they see and waiting they see police. You understand all of them. You understand? Based on saying don't sit on the before even see he climb, go reach till he sit on top of that seat as the number one policeman for the country before now they don't move enter inside of Police Service Commission. All right, so now waiting at the brink come outside. This particular respected man when it be say the chairman of the Police Service Commission we name now Solomon Arashe. Him now he don't come outside, don't talk to say in short he don't stamp him, he don't approve. You understand? He approve him, say make a carry go. Waiting and that they carry go do. Waiting. For some states for inside of the country, including the Federal Capital Territory where they most likely, because some people they're listening to us from different parts of the world via www.citizenfm.ng, but then most of us still inside of ABJ or around ABJ. You understand? Around the FCT. At least an idea where they talk to you from. So for inside of FCT and for some other states, the Police Service Commission Oga, the new Oga so now will be Oga Solomon Arashe. He don't appoint or don't approve the deployment of new commissioners of police. I'm gonna be smarting new commissioners of police for 11 states and the FCT. Now, yes, a lot of things they when it be say anybody, I wouldn't talk I'm here for many times for this radio when we say anybody with they assume position or anybody with they assume whether an elective or whether an appointive. You guys get people for mind. You guys get people centric. That one means say it gets problem. We don't they affect people when they be say by that office we then give you will try to solve those problems. Whether as the president elect, as the governors, the senators elect, anything elect or appointive positions like this one. Because not just about a month ago. You never even reach 1 month, Seth. Now March, 29th of March, in a few days' time it will be 1 month when it take be the Police Service Commission chairman. Now, but what to make me to bring this one now? He don't talk some things. He don't come outside to talk some things after an appointment. Where be say President Muhammadu Buhari don't come outside to tell and say, oh, yeah, carry go. You are the new boss of the PSC. Okay? So based on that one, himself don't assume offices since then. And you don't do some things, you don't talk some things, they do some things. So we must have done the see them say, okay, it be like say some breeze, some better breeze, they blow, they come. Like I talked earlier, now somebody will understand the system because in retire 2016. And I'm the 18th indigenous Inspector General of Police we get for inside of the country from 2015, April 2015 to June 2016. And he don't do many things. Apart from saying the IGP, he don't serve for many offices. He don't become head of Criminal Intelligence and Investigation Bureau. He don't become before intelligence. Well, you don't work with the Intelligence and Investigation Bureau, of course. And of course, you don't do other you don't occupy other offices. Okay. Now, some of the things when he go do for the police. In talk say welfare of officers of men of the Nigerian police very important, but their welfare very important, but because these are some things if we talk about say police, say bad eggs they police, this and that. Make we still remember say some of the so-called quote unquote bad eggs, it gets deficiency with there for their welfare, where possibly they push them, they do some kind of things. So welfare of police they very important. Before we will start to condemn, make we self see say yes, then self need some sort of support and help. Okay, so Now so the thing go. Now, in talks of welfare of officers and men of the Nigerian police force, they're very important for enlist. And they don't talk say the matter will concern corruption inside police force, in go put eye for inside. Then the quanta when it be say IGP of the IGP they get plus this PSC the Police Service Commission and the Inspector General the higgy haga where they usually they happen between the two offices. Say Ingo try make sure say sub and Ingo quencham. Now, based on how they be, I bring up this matter because some of the things that when he don't talk, he talks a good strong on the security sector reforms. When he talk about the new chairman of the Police Service Commission, they talk about, he said they go get what he call paradigm shifts. According to how he talk, he said there's going to be a paradigm shift on top of the one we consign police matter. When it be say consign police, we consign security. Say they go get strong. They very strong on security sector reforms. Very, very strong word, very interesting promise. But if you check them now, we come see this redeployment of new commissioners of police. We check them and say, wow, Abi, now the reforms don't they start. Some of the positive changes have been awaiting we don't see because some of the things them when instead they talk about saying good they serious with complaints or complaints we consign disciplinary issues, all right, disciplinary cases for inside of the Nigerian force. So saying put body deal with them well, make sure say any pending disciplinary case, say they go address them and everything goes still. All right, so now based on how the thing they go now, we check them and say yes, make we hear them. Let us hear more of this and let us see. Maybe the redeployment of the commissioners of police, the new commissioners of police, maybe now one move way go help improve things for inside of the policing of the country. Because the reports of insecurity, the reports of one or two things within the sub, maybe by redeploying these commissioners or getting new commissioners of police, maybe we go see massive improvement. Because no get them wrong, improvement they or police no they go fit use blanket to talk say the Nigerian police force no they try. No, you no go fit say that one. Yes, they get some loopholes here and there, they get some glitches here and there, and they get some bad eggs like we don't talk here and there, but on the whole, in general, the efforts of the police you no go fit deny them. All right, so talking about improvement, now we talk say, okay, maybe we will see improvement. Now, according by the head of press and public relations of the PSC, we named Mr. Ike Chukwani. He come outside for inside statement, con they drop they talk. In fact, yesterday for inside of Abuja here, where we Tuesday, he said the new police commissioners of police, them Mohammed Gumel, Kano State, Haruna Garba, that. And plenty like that. When he list out, come outside, make I check some of those other names. As they list them up, they say Mohammed Gumel Kano States there, Haruna Garba, FCT, Tajuddin Abbas Delta, Oladi Meji, Olanrewaju Ogun, Taiwo Jesubi, Ondo State, and of Julius Okoro Benue State. Other people said them plenty, but for Bayelsa State itself, they get Romo Kere Ibiani for Bayelsa, Mohammed Bunu Yobe, Garba Yusuf Kaduna State, Garba Ahmed, Garba Ahmed Zamfara, Hayatu Ali Sokoto State, and of Aliyu Musa for Katsina State. All of them are the new redeployments with SOP as the matter take the B. All right, so yes, like I talked earlier, make we see whether all of these ones could be part of the improvement, part of the reforms where we don't talk about for Nigerian police. Shout out to all the policemen where they do work well, where they do professional, where they treat citizens with respect. Shout out to policemen when they be say they understand what in policing be. Shout out to people self where they help police, they do their work, where they augment police effort. Shout out to all of us. Now we be the responsible citizens. You where they help police and police where they do their job, all of us. be responsible citizens. Shout out. Now, still on still, you can remember one pastor. You can remember that pastor where you get one pastor where they preach one time for pulpit, one of the churches, I think House on the Rock for inside of Abuja here, when in carry gun, live ammunition, carry them on top of pulpit, they preach. After much, they invite them, and then they don't talk, say, after they arrest them, actually, after they arrest them, when they see the video, last, they don't talk, say, Tuesday, Magistrate Court for inside of Abuja, during by the time of Tuesday, yesterday, they don't reschedule, talk, say, the trial of the pastor of the House on the Rock, Refuge Church, all right, for name Uche Aigbe, they talk, say, in the face charge of illegal possession of firearms, because as long as we live for the country, say, civilians, they carry firearms. You never they allowed. Maybe in the future, they go allow them. But civilian, just carry any firearm, AK, whether they loaded or not, both the carrier and the carrier, that na person will give you and you will carry them. Too often I get question to answer. So they don't adjourn the case till 2nd of May because they don't get defense lawyer based on how they be. So, this particular matter, many people they're interested, many people they follow this matter, maybe they see how they be. And then if you ask some people, they will take a lesson. Okay? We understand anecdotes, we understand trying to use things to explain things. We understand analogies. We understand metaphors when you teach. But then, we also understand when person break law in trying to teach, because not teaching you to teach. So if we're not against any church or anybody, but the reason this thing they're very interesting, or the reason they're interested in this matter, which is why in my church mind I declare you, okay. The reason I'm interested in this matter is a person with a leadership position, he gets some things, then we go sub, you go they important, okay? Make yourself come outside, explain to the people where they lead or the people where they teach, make themselves see, say no be so, because make somebody no go do them again tomorrow. Maybe one of the people where the congregation go try them, maybe for Bible study now, he go carry if he go carry RPG launcher, say let's just launch this to affect the kingdom of, or carry something, grenade, come to explain something for house caring fellowship or something like that. All right, so but then on a serious note, now to prevent future occurrence, and I hope everybody where they involved will learn one or two things from the side of the matter. All right, so the matter, 2nd of May, they don't adjourn the case. All right, so they go hear the case by the 2nd of May. And so the thing goes 6 minutes before 7 o'clock. Now my church mind, I clear you so all of the things them way I notice, I just clear you how you feel and the scoff make you whole. I'm the scoff. Make you understand, saying my church mind with this one. Now so the thing goes 7 o'clock with a check, waiting the papers, then they talk. And the scoff, you self go get to put your own mouth. We go open the phone line. You go put your own mouth. Tell us what you feel about some of the headlines based on how they be. I come back, make I arrange myself. No touch your radio. This one now Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. You see, check us out on top www.citizenfm.ng. They call me Ezemmuo one, and they come back. No touch your radio.
Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this is your station. Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM. 93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty, and the women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it.
And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
Akubaga jogu, ibaba jego. Magana ezugbo ego na-etiwe ọgwụ.
Catch it.
All right, do sharp. If you check them now, 1 minute don't come up body or four. Make I tell you what it be that of also. That of it means say you serve as you day, you just day your hand day straight, your hand day clean. The best way they hold of for African tradition itself, they do bad thing. So when you hold on for, it means say you know they do bad thing. You dey straight, your hand they clean, you dey forward, you're moving, jete, you dey your lane, they do your thing. That is called offer. Yeah. So based on who get to that offer, so if you move ahead, no wahala. Anyhow, when you move, you self know say you get nothing there your mind, you move sempliciously, you the chop front, they pursue what you the pursue, and then what you the pursue based on say you hold offer. That is self you must get up. All right, so that one day there 2 minutes, done past 7 o'clock on top of the radio Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here we dare check us out www.citizenfm.ng. They call me the chief priest super citizen at sunrise this morning. And of course, we don't reach the bus stop where we check waiting the papers them they talk so that we self go see. Make we update we self based on some of the headlines for the papers this morning sharply. I see them there. They line up this day, business day, Punch, Vanguard, the Daily Trust, Guardian, all of them there. Daily Independent, Nigerian Tribune, Daily Sun. Sharp. Make we start to jump inside of them because of time. The one where they see here business day. Make I just start with this business day quickly. Make sure that we just come about it there. Northern oil search. The big story for business day, all right? The big story, the biggest headline I wanted to see here is a Northern oil search under spotlight as Buhari's exit nears. You can remember, say, sometime recently where would they hear about discovery of oil for inside of the northern part of the country. All right, so based on how they be this story they talk about, say the push by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration for oil and gas in the northern part of the country has come under spotlight as the end of its second and final tenure nears. Since coming to office in May 2015, Buhari has been determined to find oil and gas deposits in the country's northern part. All right, so that one you go see I'm there. That one a story with the big story we're there for inside of business day. All right, so it's searching of the oil for the northern part of the country. How far? Which progress we don't make? Because you get one, like I said, you get when the thing come out where they say yes, we notice oil for somewhere for inside of the north. So how far where we don't move with that particular matter? I believe saying that the spotlight this story they talk about somewhere in Nasarawa state where they be say oil been discovered, women have been discover oil. So how far? What progress we don't make on top of that particular one? Yes, they say over 1 billion, and sometime in 2022, over 1 billion barrels of oil found in northern Nigeria. Okay, that one day there, it been daily news, it been trend. So how far with the oil exploration and the maximization of that oil for inside of the north? Very important. Okay, so that one day there, that's not a big story for inside of business day this morning. Then we see the other stories there. This one say land wave. Okay, this advertorial. Not gonna pay us money. May we wait till the apple. On to the next one. All right, so make we just check the next paper quickly. This day here, so because of time, on to the big headline for this day. The big one talks say Adamu, APC leaders visit Tinubu. Consider South for Senate President, Northwest for Speaker. Adamu, APC leaders visit Tinubu. They consider South for Senate President, Northwest for Speaker. That one day there, now the big headline where they this day. Then when they see the riders, they talk say other interests also pushing North Central for speakership. Another opposition party asked court to stop Tinubu's swearing in 33 days to inauguration. Another opposition party say made them stop. I think Hope. What will be the name of that party? Say, say making them stop in inauguration. Anyway, we go still see how it go. They see how it go for inside of the matter. Yes, we're waiting the papers. They talk. We still check them. Then Hope. Yes, now Hope Party. Waiting they call the party Hope Democratic Party HDP. Hope Democratic Party. Now HDP. Now then writes to. Now then they talk this one. Then when they see US. They say U.S. grants Nigerians permission to protest against presidential poll. So U.S. they grant Nigerians permission to protest against presidential poll. But the big question now be say the protest, if Nigerians protest in the US against the presidential poll, waiting be the implication or waiting be the intended outcome? Because now US then they no be the president of the US then they protest against, or no be the presidential poll of the US then they protest for. So, well, that one day there, nobody said the voice of diaspora no matter, but I just look, so how effective that one will be. Anyway, that one day there, for instead of this day, newspaper this morning. Then, 2023 World Malaria Day, that one yesterday, of course. Poor use of local content poses challenge in combating disease. And our lawmakers, they talk this one. Then what they see, they say NDDC, US firm seals $15 billion deal for construction of mega rail line connecting Niger Delta states. Oh, so NDDC and a company for inside of the United States, they don't agree. They reach deal of $15 billion. Made and construct mega rail line we go connect Niger Delta states. Well, now it sound nice. As I read them so on top of this paper, it look very nice. But I just hope and I believe, say that particular commission, Niger Delta Development Commission, plus including a said firm, I believe, say yes, made they really they committed to actually seeing this one make it really come to pass. Because yes, you know, go there bad say for the full South Niger Delta states, the Niger Delta State Delta, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, by rivers and the rest of them. Say they get rail, we connect them. You want to move from Warri to Port Harcourt, from Port Harcourt to Yenagoa, from Yenagoa to Uyo, from Uyo to Calabar, from Calabar to Asaba. All right, if you want to move like that, then rail will go connect you day. You know, bad, not good idea, but I just hope they go implement, would go follow them up until the end. Yes, that one day there. Then the rider will follow that one. Oshomole Peterside Wabote orders charge commission to entrench sound corporate governance to attract private sector financing. Yes, you see, they charge the commission, made them try the bestest best, entrench, made them use better corporate governance, attract people, private sector people, made them put money for inside of the matter, made them fund the whole matter as they take the bill. All of them they there for inside of this day. With a check waiting paper, they talk Super Citizen at sunrise this morning on Top Citizen FM. They call me Ezemmuo one, and they say I'm Buhari. Nigeria spent $195 million to fight piracy in Gulf of Guinea in 2021. That one day there for inside of this day, newspaper this morning, $195 million to fight piracy. You know, the pirates, they're very popular. The popular pirates waiting for that Gulf of Guinea side. You know, President Muhammad Buhari now, they talk so. This one day here, he said they go continue to deploy measures, yes, to help combat piracy for inside of the Gulf of Guinea. Yes, for inside of Accra, you go remember saying we don't come off for Accra to get meeting with the heads of states, for inside of the region, and for there, you take talk this particular arrangement. And with that one day there, for inside of this day, newspaper this morning, then WHO urges Nigeria to commit 80% health sector budget to PHC. That one day there, two for inside of the matter. On to the next one this morning. The Guardian day here, the big headline for the Guardian, funds repatriation. Airfares hit new high as foreign airlines settle for 582 naira per dollar. That one day there for inside of the matter. Now the big story, we're there for inside of the Guardian newspaper this morning. You are replicating Buhari's distasteful foreign medical trips. Huriwa, they tell Tinubu, the man never even swear I'm in. If you like people, they wait for our president-elect, they are waiting for him. But he's not the president yet. I mean, he's the president-elect, but they never swear him in. He never start work. He never starts officially assuming office. So they don't already mark him, saying in the go foreign trip. He never. This one now, he still go check himself. He say go rest after a campaign, after a hard campaign. Say in go rest. Now what in his spokespeople talk? And as him come back now, he say they refreshed, in they ready to walk, in them balance well. Say, oh yeah, we're gonna bring him on. Say, bring it on. Say the walk now, he's ready for the walk. He has rested, he's refreshed, and he's ready. Now so him talk. So Huriwa don't come outside now. They talk and say, say Baba is replicating. Saying the replicator talk about Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria. They saying they replicate the foreign medical trips of Buhari. Now, number one, we say when they don't come outside, they talk saying a medical trip. Well, they don't come outside, even though it's possible, say if it be medical trip, but they don't come outside officially talk about Huriwa. Now they talk say in they replicate the distasteful foreign medical trips of Buhari. That one day there, for instead of the Guardian newspaper. Darkness looms. This darkness, you don't take away, don't they loom. Last week, in fact, since Monday, where we don't see them for headline, darkness have been looming since Monday. It's still the loom. Today and Wednesday, they say darkness looms as TCN, Transmission Company of Nigeria, moves to disconnect defaulting discos, Gencos. Anything wanna do, make sure say Nigerians see light, take do it, and then they do. Power, energy, it is important. And not be just to see road. It is important. Some people they do popcorn for junction. Some people they there then they sell sobo and kunu aya. They need light for fridge. Okay. We see the other ones where they there. For inside of the for inside of the Guardian, the cover page, prosecutorial challenge. Politics may set clean Adamawa wreck free. Prosecutorial challenge. Which can be this now? Prosecutorial challenge. And then the challenge to take prosecutor. Let me bite my tongue this morning. Prosecutorial challenge. What kind of is that? They say prosecutorial challenge and then politics too. All of these ones fit make say that Adamawa wreck where they say they don't know where in day. That one fit making day free. He could be free, because of the challenges where they to prosecute them and because of the political interest where they play. Well, we're going to observe that one because if they establish them, say the man break electoral act, when it be say he read the result without say he follow the process, he declare winner without reading the result, announcing the figures and everything, the way when it be say the electoral act to talk and the way when it be say they're supposed to do. I don't know where when they say fleeing, where in the country, where is he? I don't understand. So they don't know, so nobody really know where this man is. Anyway, that one day there for inside of the Guardian newspaper this morning. They want to see interim government constitutionally forbidding fruit, still tempting 30 years after. Constitutionally forbidding fruit. Get any place for our constitution. But that forbidding fruit so now still they tempt people 30 years after they still hear the last one of that. Sudan crisis, FG to airlift stranded Nigerians via safe routes, warns against treacherous journeys. So on top of the Sudan crisis now, federal government don't talk about airlifting stranded Nigerians. Is it now the federal government, the airlift are being that particular airline, Alan Onyema's airline, where talks say if the federal government give them nod with the necessary support, saying go airlift Nigerians come, just like he did in South Africa during xenophobic attacks in South Africa. So that one day they say FG to airlift stranded Nigerians. Maybe another arrangement today from the federal government to airlift Nigerians. I don't know whether they mix them up. I've been still the same arrangement with that airline. I don't know. But then, here, they say FG to airlift stranded Nigerians via safe routes, warns against treacherous journeys. The one where some people don't move already through Ethiopia people will try to move on their own through Ethiopia. Now we they hear the story of how did they treat them for inside of Ethiopia there. That one day on ground. But I hope, say, Nigerians waiting for Sudan go come back home one way or another, make the crisis for Sudan no swallow any Nigerian. It go make sense. It no go make sense at all. All right, so that one day there. That one day there for Inside of the Guardian. On to the next one this morning, 16 minutes past 7 o'clock with a check within the papers. They talk on top super citizen at sunrise. They call me the chief priest. This morning, the Punch, they are so, the big one for the Punch, it says Sudan conflict evacuation begins today as FG releases 150 million naira, hires 40 buses. So today, then the evacuation will begin 150 million naira, and the federal government don't release. Plus, they still hire some buses to evacuate Nigerians in Sudan. Interesting. The big headline for the Punch. Interesting. Good move. All right. So federal government opposes night road trip. So even as the federal government approved that money, 150 million to help move Nigerians. They oppose road trips, especially for night and all of those ones. And they talk on there. 3 Nigerian embassy officers escaped death following attacks by Sudan's rapid support forces. Embassy officers. Say 3 of them. Now, smart, say those RSF, those people where they fight their governments for Sudan, there. Say that them, they for just. Now God then just saved them. That one day there. Then the big picture when they see for the Punch. This picture touch me. The cover image, the cover picture, the big one where they here. The picture of Danfo buses. Obviously this is not Lagos because now Danfo they see here that color yellow and black color of Danfo buses. They say sections of Lagos Abeokuta Expressway in what it is Pakoto, Abiwe for Ogun State. Okay, Ogun State, of course. Lagos Abeokuta Expressway for Ogun State, but then Ogun State too. But I see that color of Lagos Danfo. Now the road, I see Danfo way hook like 2. Now 3 pictures they here, and inside the 3 pictures, vehicles they swim. One, the people they push them, even women say follow they push them. All of them, the water don't they reach the water self. It don't remain small. It go reach their knees, and they push the Danfo way they inside the water. Where this one they happen. So the flood where they done the talk or so. You don't now, but what be the issues with drainages by roadside? I know what be fixing road now one thing, but drainage where water go to pass now another thing, because that's one of the things where they still spoil the road back after they don't fix them, and then the water go come rest. All of them go come dig the road there. All of them day there. For inside of the Punch newspaper this morning, ex-presidential candidate asks court to stop May 29 inauguration. That Hope Democratic Party, the presidential candidate there, the ex-presidential candidate of the party. Then assault police to prosecute spare parts dealer. CP fires DPO. Wow, that one day there. FG cuts power firms from national grid. Oh wow, that one day there. NAS leadership, Tinubu National Working Committee meets contestants. FG US firm sign MOU on $15 billion rail project, and that one day there. Okay. Buhari, president-elect, governors mourn renowned journalist Enahoro Scoff. Yes, I'll talk about Enahoro. Talk about Peter Enahoro. Yes, senior man, where they know him as Peter Pan. Yes, senior man. And of course, we don't hear about him passing. All right. So, but then condolences to the family. That one day there, as the matter take the beat for inside of the Punch newspaper here. On to the next one, sharply. Which other paper? The Vanguard day here so this morning, and on top of the Vanguard we see the big headline. We talk to polls. Obi's case threatened as LP factions fight dirty. Where did they really happen for inside of that Labour Party? Which factions? Party where just they start. Party whenever even factions don't they fight themselves. What are you now fighting for? If the party no gets future. Or how do I put it now? Waiting at the fight for inside of the party. Somebody say na externally influenced internal crisis. Somebody say no, not just internal crisis. How it be? And with the big headline for Vanguard say polls, Obi's case threatened as LP factions fight dirty. Apapa seeking to scuttle Obi's petition against Tinubu. Aburi, in the talk so, puts judiciary, DSS, police, others on notice. It's chick blackmail. Apapa in the talk so. So Apapa and Aburi, of course, the two disputing chairmans them. Yes, the two supposed chairmen of the party. One of them they claim legitimacy. The other one say, well, in fact, both of them they claim legitimacy. Nine be the faction. So anyway, that one day there for inside of Vanguard newspaper. So PSC approves appointment posting of 12 CPs. Nigeria spent $195 million in 2021 to tackle piracy in the Gulf of Guinea. Buhari in the talk so. Economic cost of malaria in Nigeria may hit 2 trillion in 2030. And I see what in malaria fit cost us by 2030, according by the federal government, and then bring the statistics come outside. Then Sudan evacuation delayed as FG warns Nigerian students against dangerous journeys. So make a way to make a no interroad by yourself. Dual citizenship doesn't disqualify anyone born in Nigeria from contesting elections. Yes, Owen Doaka, and I talk that one based on how it be. All right, then the picture what they see here for Vanguard, the big picture, the picture where President Muhammad Buhari meet with Akufo-Addo, talk about the president of Ghana, all of them be there for the cover page. Then what they see, we are under bandit siege. Taraba communities, now they raise alarm. Say bandit, they show us shege for here. That now communities inside of Taraba, and they read that particular alarm there. Buhari, Obi, Obaseki, Sanwo-Olu mourn as iconic journalist Peter Enahoro dies at 88 in London. Well, now ripe age. Well, thank God for a life. Thank God for how a life take turn out, and condolences to the family of Scoff. UTME candidates, parents decry system malfunction. Say the candidates and the parents they decry system malfunctions, and the way the system malfunction, they worry them. The technical glitches within the face, then they complain about all of them. There, Niger Delta leaders list sections of PIA for immediate review and the Petroleum Industry Act. So the leaders now don't list the sections where they need to review. How Nigeria can use Japa syndrome for economic development. We they talk that one according to World Bank. How can Japa syndrome be used for economic development? You want to know about that one? That one day on top of Vanguard this morning. All right, now idea on top of Vanguard newspaper this morning. On to the next one. There, make rush sharply because of time. Then we see Daily Trust there. So on top of Daily Trusts, the big headline say 2023 elections, 96% of female candidates crashed out. I'm on this headline harsh. Instead of saying it like this, can we just say the other way? Anyway, but that's not the fact. 96 of female candidates for inside of the elections generally, they say they crashed out. 1,553 vie for positions, 72 9 win. So for the full elections, 1,553 women, 9 vie for different positions. And inside of that 1,553, we vie for different positions. 72 people, 72 women for inside, and then win. So women clinch 3 Senate, 14 reps, 48 state assembly seats, 3 Senate seats. So 3 female senators. Usually 3, sometimes for for Senate, usually. But then 3 Senate, 14 reps, 48 state assembly seats. Then the other writer said money, culture, religion against us. The candidates then they talk. I don't know whether you think say this one are true. They say money, the men them get money pass us. Culture, women for many culture, they look and say, yimu, siam, woman, you want contest, yimu for you, yimu. They go to yimu them, like say, okay, based on say they not be women, based on say they be women for inside of the culture, you get the way they look them. Then religion too. Those now some of the things where the candidates then talk, say yes, these things are against us, money is against us, culture is against us, religion is against us. Some of the female candidates they talk so. Then talk about explaining why they no clinch as much seats. Only 72 out of 1,553. Only 72 win. So explaining that one, some of the candidates say now money, culture, and religion now in follow. They cause them. Then it's a disaster for political inclusion. Carrying and they talk to say now disaster for political inclusion. So when it comes to political inclusion, as far as these figures go, you know, really augur well. So you just like everything they one-sided, patriarchal society, patriarchal system. All of them they there. 29 abducted as kidnappers invade FCT village. Which FCT village, Biko? Yay! 29 abducted. You know, earlier this morning we've been talking say yes, with some of the reforms where they seem to see for inside of the police, we hope say some of these things they dealt with decisively. Some of these things they dealt with decisively with some of the things them where would they see, all right, some of the moves, the redeployment and all of that, make we see how it go take be, because this one no sweet at all. FCT village, this one now according by Daily Trust, make I even check this story, make I open this story, make I see. They say kidnappers have abducted 29 residents comprised of male adults, housewives and children at Yewuti village, hometown of immediate past vice chairman of Kwali Area Council Alhaji Zubairu Jibrin Yewuti. Okay, they can't talk so two people, Mrs. Zainab Umar and Mrs. Aisha Zubairu, escaped from their abductors while being led into the bush. So this one happened for inside of Kwali. Now, Kwali local government area. All right, so that one day there, Kwali Area Council. Now this one the sub. Anyway, that one day there for inside of Daily Trust this morning. EFCC arraigns Ondo speaker, 2 others over 2.4 million naira fraud. So Ondo speaker, come and answer, come and explain. That one day there, all of them for inside of Daily Trust this morning. FG yet to begin. FG yet to begin evacuation of stranded Nigerians in Sudan, but we hear say the evacuation will begin yesterday. Will be Tuesday. Now what do we hear? So waiting they hold them. We hold the why is the evacuation taking so long? Why is it's taking long? Because now life and death matter. The longer they are there, the more risk than they exposed to. Okay? So that one day there, malaria, Nigeria faces $2.8 billion economic burden. FG, now they talk to the federal government, now they talk to Senate presidency, Barau Akpabio orders intensify lobby. Visit Tinubu. Now wow. The lobbying for this thing, the way they lobby for this thing, Now wow. I hope they go lobby to do some things or lobby to get the opportunity to help Nigerians. Daily Independent, Afenifere lists what Buhari must do to earn forgiveness. You can remember, say President don't come outside and say anybody, we are all humans. Anybody when they say what I do, provoke him, forgive me. Many people don't talk about that forgiveness talk since that time when he apologized. Many Nigerians don't react to them since, So if any fella don't come outside, at least waiting in go do before they go forgive him. Then tackle him on top of the one we concern banditry, kidnapping after the election. Say after election, the banditry and kidnapping don't come back. All of them they did. And the big story waiting for Daily Independent this morning. Presidential election petition court, Labour Party exposes moves to withdraw Peter Obi's petition. Now this headline they deep. Why you take they deep? They say the Labour Party now exposed the move. It means say Labour Party factional leadership they find to withdraw on the factional leadership led by our Papa They find to withdraw all the petitions anywhere where Labour Party get. I mean, check them out. Anywhere where Labour Party get petition across board, anywhere, including the presidential one, may them withdraw them. So the other faction now they talk say, make una see you, then be the exposure of the move. So make una see you, this one is just sabotage. Really reflect what we as Labour Party they talk. So that two different voices they speak inside of the party will be Labour Party. We go keep our eye. They observe. The story says Labour Party has raised the alarm over what it is called the ignoble antics of the suspended Deputy National Chairman Lamidi Afapa, who it alleged has approached election petition tribunals where the LP has pending cases asking for withdrawal of the cases. The party also urged the Nigeria Police Department of State Service DSS and Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC to arrest Lamidi and his cohorts as it labeled them enemies of democracy. Well, that one day there for inside of Daily Independent this morning. FG announces date to get malaria vaccine. That one said they avoid dangerous journey. Federal government they want stranded Nigerians waiting for inside of Sudan where they fight war. Making a no interroad by yourself. All right, so Shawolu Obaseki they mourn Peter Enahoro, the popular Peter Pan, senior journalist. We had the work well. Unfortunately, we hear about him passing on at 88, senior man. All right, so that one day there, condolences and condolences. Don't they pour in sins? More and more. Don't they pour in? So, Gulf of Guinea, Buhari urges regular meetings of member states for peace. Security. Lagos PDP suspends chairman, deputy over anti-party activities. Anti-party activities everywhere. Why? PSC okays new commissioners of police for 12 states. JAMB commences UTME exam nationwide with over 1.6 million candidates. Joe Biden, 80, formally declares 2024 re-election bid. Joe Biden at 80. Say, I am going again, 80. So this is what they say, African leaders too like power. Joe Biden is 80 in the contest again. Hello? That one day there, for inside of Daily Independent this morning. Then we'll see Nigerian Tribune, WHO warns of biological risk after Sudan fighters occupy lab. Wow. All of them day there. Yes. Okay. All the riders what we see here, all of them we don't take them before. So we'll open the phone lines shortly, and then we'll see this one. Why appointment of Alafin is delayed? Makinde, now they talk this one. Lobbyists besiege Tinubu. People where they lobby for things. They don't rush Baba, them besiege him. I like this headline, funny, small. It's a lobbyists besiege Tinubu. That's the big headline for the Punch newspaper. Say some of them they sleep in their vehicles near Asokoro, near Tinubu house for Asokoro. Say some of them sleep in vehicles near Asokoro. APC chair Adamu meets president-elect in Defense House. That one day for inside of the matter for Daily Sun. The big headline 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. All of them now the headlines, now the numbers to call this morning. Yes, sharply. Any of the headlines, any of the numbers we call, this is what they say, call headlines. Call headlines. Any of the numbers we call this morning, we go reason I'm with you. Based on, yes, that reminds me, I supposed to call. Yes, while waiting for your calls there, we could still put somebody on the phone. Hello, on the side this morning. Hello.
Chief Priest Ezemmuo, good morning.
Morning to you. Who they talk there this morning now?
This is Godwin O. Abuja, the Abuja man living in Abuja.
Godwin O. Abuja, morning to you. Make we hear from you this morning. From
yes,
where? Where you they call us from, I beg?
Airport Road now.
Airport Road. Make we hear you quickly.
One of your people say Adamawa Rec may be set free because of some technical issues, Abi.
Prosecutorial challenges and politics.
Yes. You see, it's a shame that the APC-led administration will see wrong and will not write it. You see, this is a wreck who tried to write the script of Mahmoud Yakubu, but it failed. And he went as far as announcing Binani, even when polls were still on. They are not concluded. And Binani went as far as going to announce her acceptance speech through a certain medium, NTA. If it were that it's a Labour Party candidate that was announced, or PDP, I think now there would have been a kind of a call for arrest, or they should have detained them, calling them all what kind of name, maybe treason felony. But it is APC. Nothing has been done. And don't be surprised that man will be set free, as is already stated. And Binani himself, in the near days to come, you will hear maybe she's given a post as a minister for trying to create uproar in the Nigerian political space, which is wrong. At least they should do the needful. That wreck needs to be investigated, arrested, and sent to jail, probably. Binani should also be arrested for trying to attempt treason felony. And NTA, also the medium, should be slammed, fined by NBC.
Okay, leave this Norieko people opinion. Leave any media house out of this one. Just, I get your point. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk this morning. All right, so still on steel, how they tend to be? We take your calls. Then, what do you feel about some of the headlines? This one from Godwin Oabo. Make I see who they are so now this morning. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, Chief Priest.
Morning to you, dear. Who they talk there? Not be this. Hello.
Namio.
Ewa, NHJ, morning to you, Jari, from Inyanyako.
Yes.
NHJ from Inyanya, welcome.
Thank you.
Make me hear from you quickly.
My only one where I get to talk be say, say the problem of Nigerians is some of the Nigerians. You see, that you allow since they said they have gotten their candidate, the president-elect, to rule Nigeria, that you allow that man to choose the competent people so that you will not lead to our suffering again. All those cabal dancing round about him, that you give space. Let the man focus on his work. He should choose the competent people that can fix positions so that they can work for Nigeria. They should pity Nigerians. All those dancing for their money, dancing for their pocket, to bury money and waiting for their unborn children. They should give space for this man. Let the man choose the competent people that fix the position to work. Please, I'm begging Nigerians, of them.
Thank you, my sister. For that one. We don't talk. Very strong advice there. Who get ear, make it hear. Who there so now?
Yeah, Ezemmuo. Good morning, sir.
Morning to you there, Jeremiah.
Yeah, from Outer.
From Outer, because I don't hear the way they sound. I don't say each time you call your line, they sound somehow. But go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, we hear you.
I think this is things where Nigeria will forgive our president Buhari before we go. It's true. Before those hands, there is no bandit, no herdsmen. Before he goes, he has to stop it. That's why if he stops it, then we will forgive him. That is my own in this morning.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. Who there so now this morning, quickly?
Hello.
Morning to you. Who they talk there?
Ezemmuo. This ID Noble from Orozo.
ID Noble from Orozo. My accurate timekeeper away Sabi Walk. Who greet you? Welcome. Make we hear from you.
Quickly.
Yes.
You see, this is my opinion, strictly speaking. Now,
quickly.
Politics.
Yes.
Personally, I don't like it. and I don't think anybody that is God-fearing will like it. The reason being this, you see, okay, look at what is happening in Labour Party now. Everybody is because of the people move towards that place, and they see what people around him are doing now. That is to let you know that if you don't want to get yourself, stay away from politics.
So let's leave it for the, going by this your analogy, let's leave it for the dirty people, Abi. Quote and unquote. No, because if you say you want to be, you say if you are God fearing, stay away from politics. So let the people let's leave it for people who are not God fearing. Go.
Let me tell you something, please. If you know what I know, what the Bible says, what they are doing, you cannot do it. It's not possible. Because see, you will talk from both sides of the mouth.
All right.
So that is why I say personally, honestly, I don't think politics is for somebody who fears, because we committing sin every time.
But I did not about this talk now because of time. I go engage you with some questions. But because if they say now for people who don't fear God, what about you or people who they fear God or people like you, upright people, enter there and show them that you need to fear God?
That's not how you can show them. They will not even allow you.
Okay.
Somebody said the reason why they kept somebody away because he was truthful and was straightforward. That's why they kept him away.
All right. Thank you so much, ID Noble, for that one. We don't talk this morning. Hello, who did this? Morning to you, my brother, man. I didn't hear you. Maxman, I believe.
Yes, my brother.
Maxman, let me hear from you quickly.
Thank you. Niger Delta Commission to partner with U.S. company to build a rail across Niger Delta State.
Yes.
A very good step now.
Yes.
It's a very nice one. Make we support federal government. Not be only go federal government get when it go feed do. You get the one way state go feed do.
Government
you
too.
Get the one way local government go feed do. Make everybody do make we build this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Maxman. For that one, we don't talk. Actually, out of who there so now this morning? Make I take this call first before I go drop this one drop. Hello, who there?
Hello, my brother D here.
Morning to you, I believe. GB, I believe.
You always know your brother now.
No, be like GB. Make we hear from you quickly from Life Camp.
Yes. The headline that says somebody filed a case in court against Tinubu inauguration.
Yes.
It's laughable. Somebody want to make headlines. And you people media, you like sensational news.
Nothing like, hold on, GB. When you say this thing a newspaper review, when you say media like sensational news, when information they out there, media carry on. So the
way the headline is, people will scream and say, who is that person?
That was why I told you but I told you who the person is. Now, Hope Democratic Party ex-presidential.
Somebody have a pre-election matter 2019. Supreme Court will not give him judgment. He now went to appeal court that they should stop swearing him because he's waiting for a judgment to be declared as president. He could not stop Buhari from 24 years. now he won't go stop Tinubu. That thing is dead on arrival. It's an academic exercise. The man just wants to be on the headline. Maybe people have not remembered him for long. He said, why am I like this? I want to be relevant. That's by the way. And the Labour Party, I don't know why they can't manage fame. How they can't manage the publicity that we are giving to them. All the people that won position in Labour Party, go and check them. They were not part of the Labour Party before. They came with be. And if care is not taken, after inauguration, they are elected, they settle down. They will go back to where they came from. Because all this fake news that Labour Party was using during pre-election.
Hold on, GB. You they make strong allegations, and I know one make we they get those kind of. You say all those fake news. If you talk them like that, every political party they guilty of them. If you want to talk that one now.
Okay, all the fake news political party were using during campaign. Now Labour Party using against himself. They say Papa say they should go right court that they want to withdraw. I didn't say it, you said it. Why can't they manage them? Say they should relax and let Labour Party settle so that they can manage their fame. If not, they'll be forgotten because all these people go back to their party where they go. He will really not get the court judgment in his favor. I'm telling you, in the next 1 year, you have a Labour Party, they say, where is it? You will not see it again. Thank you.
All right, thank you, GB. For that one, we don't talk. Quickly, on to the next one there. With a check, I'm waiting the papers they talk. Now, my brother, Maxman, yes, they talk about railway. And I know say railway don't also move to concurrently. So I concur to that way they talk, say, make governors self food body for that railway business. Based on, say, you don't enter the concurrently. That's what people say governors fit do as well as the federal government. Hello, who did there? Morning to you, my brother. 746. Who they talk there this morning?
It's my Monday from Buhari Area Council.
Monday from Buhari. Welcome, my brother. From Buhari side, eh?
I just want to react concerning labor issues. Some fashion move to withdraw Labour Party suit petition.
Yes.
I pick Peter Obi, and I will continue to pray for him. The kind of people will find himself among their groups. So I continue to pick him. I pray for him. So make him not give up. May he continue the right mandate way they fight for. That is my take this morning.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. Thank you for your take. Who there so now this morning? Hello,
the Chief Prince.
Morning to you, my brother. Who they talk there?
From Maraba.
Who?
Clement
from Maraba. How you did this morning?
I'm good. How's work today?
Yes, we balance well. Quickly now, make we hear from you.
On Ohaneze, giving Buhari condition what he must do.
Not Ohaneze, sir.
Afenifere. Sorry. You see the problem in Nigeria is that whatever favor you, there is nothing wrong with it. But if it does not, then you will find something wrong. I remember in 2015, Jonathan did the same. He apologized to Nigeria. You get it? So I don't even think anybody was giving Jonathan condition that time for Nigeria to forgive him. See, forgiveness is an option now. It's an option. So if you like now, if I offend you now, if I say please forgive me, it's an option for you to forgive or not to forgive. You get my point? So whoever is willing to forgive our president should go ahead and forgive. He who is not willing to forgive our president, so you know where to channel your grievances. If it is for God or sweep our president to God, so be it. You get my point? I don't think there should be any condition. You understand? Because Haneze Afenifere cannot speak for the whole entire Nigeria. You get it?
Well, so two things.
Their opinion.
All right.
That is just the concern. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Clement. Two things we did there. Afenifere cannot speak for the entire Nigeria, yes, but then somebody say before I forgive you for this, the way you do me, this and the. Hello, who did decide? I beg. Sorry.
Morning, my brother. This is Kennedy.
Morning to you. I greet you, Kennedy.
Thank you very much. I think you read a headline that talks about some people around Buhari people around Tinubu trying to lobby.
Yes.
Some are even parking cars close.
Yes, they say on top of Daily Sun. Lobbyists, they say lobbyists besiege them. That's it. They besiege. You know what they besiege in Russia?
I understand.
The Russians. Some they say according by the headline, they say some park car close to your house for Sokoro, they sleep inside car. They want see him. They want meet him.
I just want to tell him that he should be, he should be very wise to know that there are wolves among sheep that will come to do that. He should be very careful. They have not sworn him in. They are coming to lobby. This kind of people can betray your government. You should be very careful of them. We're looking for competent people that will change the narrative, people that will help Nigeria come back to the standard that everybody is praying for. And now you have people around you. All they are doing is just they are trying to get from you is position and not to advise you on what to do. That is just that. And then you also read another one headline that talks about we are under bandit siege. I think a community in Taraba.
Yes.
You read it. And then after that you also read one that talks about 29 adapted in FC village, Haba. This is Abuja. So you don't enter Abuja. But I want to bring your mind towards something. Can we now say the cashless policy was a bit important to Nigeria's security? Because during that time, you could hardly hear about kidnapping. But now that we have ended it, look at it now. I think Nigeria need to stand up and then bring a system that will just not just come and go, a system that will last and give us a better result towards ending insecurity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. Kennedy from Cairo. Who they decide quickly? Morning to you, dear.
This is your friend now.
Yes. Isa Shiku, super citizen. Isa Shiku, super citizen from Massacre. Welcome.
Super citizen, yes. That party where as stop Tinubu inauguration. Why not be asked when Buhari 4 years to sign, not be asked not to swear in Buhari by the 2019. So that party, what did the party win in this election, sir?
you ask me, Abi, they tell me.
I know you may know it better. Did they have even one councillor?
Now Hope Democratic Party, that be their name.
I beg person different. We are playing with this democracy. I tell you some more before. The way the party in power will appoint INEC, appoint Inspector General, appoint Chief Judge, appoint Minister of Justice. Then you are expecting that you will get something. What do you go get?
How they go do them? Who go appoint them? Now the party, now the opposition party go appoint them.
Out of 54 African continents, we know ourselves and we know where people have been doing. Nigeria traveled than any black Africa. We know it well. They are just doing it intentionally.
All right.
This election region, I don't think you know this. Look at what you are doing, Kogi. From 1 to 10. 10, then when they count, you go here 50, 100.
All right.
You say you don't finish primary.
All right. Isa Chiku, thank you so much. Because of time, thank you so much for that one. We don't talk this morning. All right, so if you check your time now, 7 minutes before 8 o'clock, we don't check within the papers, them they talk. And I go tell you every day, this whole waiting paper talk, they complete without you. So as you call us so, now you just blend everything. We talk to you, you talk to us. We tell you what in the papers they talk, you tell us what you think about what in the papers they talk. Shout out to Godwin Oabo and Eneche Jo. Yes, Eneche Jo, my dear sister from Inyanya, our first lady caller on top Super Citizen at Sunrise. Yes. And then of course Jeremiah from Altaba Lefi, ID from Arosa, Max Man from Apo, GB and Yomi from Life Camp, Monday from Boari, Clement from Maraba. Clement, I don't know where he goes since. Kennedy from Karu, shout out. Correct guy, Kennedy. Isa Chiku from Masaka, shout out. All right, so make we just switch on to the other side of 8 o'clock, the big talk. We get some other things we'll go talk about. And they try to reach out to somebody where he's supposed to even join us for newspaper review. He's supposed to join us for newspaper review. So, but make a check whether I go get through to Ram. Then by just shortly by 8 o'clock we'll hear from him. Who they decide? All right, so we'll go hear from him on the other side of 8 o'clock. And of course we get special guest, of course, from Trust Fund. We'll go hear from all of them. No Touch Your Radio.
Nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Yeah.